What is up, my lovely people in Blue Tablet land? So for today's video, guys, I'm going to be drawing you all this old looking treasure map. And this is something that I've drawn in previous videos if you guys have been following along. So if that's something you guys are interested in, stick around and let's get started. So I started out by drawing this old wrinkled up kind of paper, which would probably be in some sort of a glass bottle or a jar of some sort. And I think the very idea concept of these old treasure maps is kind of cool. And the first two movies that come straight off in my mind was The Mummy, which was a movie that was back or released back in the year, I think I want to say 99, maybe 2000, with Brandon Fraser and some of his other co-stars. And then later on was the movie with Nicolas Cage, which was National Treasure. And I think what's cool about these movies is they've both got the similar thing, which has got the treasure map of some sort built into them. And obviously, I think the mystery behind, whether there are actually treasure maps out there, and if somebody's actually got their hands on them and has actually found treasure, I think it's kind of just cool to think about it, And I think, what is it, even in the movie Transformers, well, no, not Transformers, well, it kind of had, not really treasure, but I guess, the part where Shia LaBeouf kind of has this, or finds this key to kind of restart up or give life to Optimus Prime. I think that whole part of him actually picking it up and kind of changing into some sort of a futuristic metal kind of dust, I think that was kind of cool. I know I decided I wanted to mention that. But I wanted to show you guys how I did the illustration of the year and just keep it simple. And I think in the last one that I done, I actually colored it in. So if you guys are following along, you can just draw along the line art, and it doesn't really have to be exactly the way I'm drawing it. This is just my version of a treasure map. You can make yours simple, you can make yours complicated, and you can make a whole lot of cool looking things that can appear on the map. And when you think of cool things the pyramids, I think are definitely icon that should definitely be part of a treasure map, because it's such a unique structure when you look at it, And for anybody out there that's watching, and if you ever got the chance to go to Egypt, I think that's definitely one of the cool to-do lists. And over here, I started out by drawing this nice little arrow, which signifies where you would actually start on this lovely treasure map. And then over here, if we're gonna draw, your usual rubies and jewels that would be kind of part of the treasure hunt. If we're gonna draw it in the top view, so you can kind of see the different sides of it. But just have fun drawing it, and put your own objects and make it your very own. And here we have a gold coin, and then let's see, do another diamond. I think these kind of diamonds kind of really look cool. The fact that they've got that nice cone kind of a shape, and then they kind of broaden up as they go to the very top, kind of like the ones that you would use on kind of an engagement ring of some sort. And then I figured a treasure map would not be complete if there were no bones on it to signify there have been a lot of people, or a lot of beings, I would say, in search of this treasure. And here we have the good old X marks the spot. And I think these are also kind of cool when you see them, I think in many cartoons, where they show the cartoon characters kind of following this map, and then they kind of show the X, and then they kind of grab a shovel and then just kind of start digging up. And here is my favorite little skull. So I figured for this one, I'd kind of make it look like the skull is looking up. So we draw the outline of the skull, draw one eye over here, and then kind of give this black kind of an area on the inside to show that depth. And then do the similar thing on this eye over here. I mean, you know, the eyes doesn't have to be looking up. I mean, that's just what I chose to do. But I don't know, something about drawing with these or drawing on the tablet, I think it's just very relaxing. So when I do these videos for you guys, I mean, like, you know, it's like kind of like therapy for me. And as you can tell, obviously this is a voiceover, so I kind of drew it ahead of time, and then I kind of like, you know, just revisit the drawing and then tell you guys what my thought process was, you know, when I was actually doing this. So here we have another little diamond kind of a shape, and you know, you can pretty much put anything you want on the treasure map, and it doesn't have to be diamonds. I mean, it could be bills of some sort, or maybe some gold artifact or something. And then we have the wonderful treasure chest, which is kind of also shown in a whole lot of, like, you know, when you look at these pirate movies or cartoons, like, you know, what is it, Pirates of the Caribbeans, where they kind of show these things kind of like sunk at the bottom of the ocean, and then people end up, or divers end up going and retrieving them. So I figured I'd give it this kind of like a chest kind of a shape. Chest. So it has these nice dome looking sides. And I wanted to kind of draw it 3D, so it just kind of has like that nice pop off the page look. And you know, I mean, you can get as detailed as you want with these things, or you can just keep it as simple as you want, you know. But yeah, you know, treasure maps, I think, are definitely something cool to draw. Tell a lot of stories, or there are a lot of stories behind each of them. And, you know, just have fun drawing and keep drawing. So now we have most of the map drawn. We'll kind of do this kind of like a pathway that kind of shows how you're supposed to go on this map. But all in all, guys, I guess this will be it, and we'll finish drawing these final lines, and I guess I will see y'all in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.